You are listening to the Urban Sports Team. Thanks for pulling up. Wole and Ray are in the building. Special midday edition. The Urban Sports Team is also part of Black Sports Insiders. You can check out the home of the Urban Sports Team at urbansportsteam.com. And family, it's that time. HBCU Corner right now. We have a friend of the show, Jackson State safety Esaias Guthrie, a.k.a. X, is on with us. Welcome back, X, to the Urban Sports Team at HBCU Corner. What's good, brother?
What's good? What's good? Appreciate y'all for having me.
Man, appreciate you for being on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we followed you for a while, obviously, from you special to us because we usually cover the MEAC teams, bro. And so you in the SWAC. So we over here traveling with you to the SWAC. So you already know what time it is. So we're but like I told you before we started recording, man, I'm proud of you. I think you like how you transitioned from playing in the MEAC to the SWAC. It's been amazing.
I appreciate that, for real, man.
Yeah, you're a team player too, bro. You're a team player. Last year you was like, I'm just fitting in now, but I'm about to make some plays next season, and it's coming to fruition.
Yeah, definitely stepping into it.
Definitely. All right, you know what I'm saying? Like, so far this year, you got 2 picks, bro. I DM'd you about, I need this pick 6. I want the X sign. I want all that, man. So first off, bro, am I looking at my pick 6 anytime soon, bro? I mean, you got a couple games left.
That's definitely the goal. That's definitely the goal. I just got to make sure it happens within the scheme, but that's definitely the goal.
But how is it? How's the experience this year, though, so far?
I mean, it's dope. It's dope just stepping into this leadership role that I'm in now, and leading the guys the right way, man. It's dope. And then just even to see how the transition from last year to this year has happened, being at the coaching staff or the defensive scheme or the offensive scheme, just seeing the difference and shift and the vibe on the team is super dope.
And we always Ray and I always talk about homecoming. And last year was your first year at Jackson State. This is your second year. Now, how was the second year homecoming? Like now you established. How was the second year homecoming?
Yeah, I mean, like the first year, you don't really know what's going on, so you kind of like letting everybody else, tell you where to go, tell you how to navigate things. So this year I got the chance to, like set it up right to make sure, after the game I knew exactly where I was going. I planned out my night. I planned out throughout the week what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely had a plan and I executed it. Let's say that I executed it. So
I love it.
It was definitely dope.
Yeah.
And you turned it up, man.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
So you miss Delaware at all, bro?
Yeah, no, I do. I mean, that's home. That's home.
All right.
That's home. So yeah, I'm always miss home. I'm a Delaware kid through and through.
I was going to say, because every time I see you post, you're like, Jackson's my home forever now.
You embracing it.
You got your business set up there. It's cool, though.
Yeah, that's my new home for sure. They took me in. They got a thing where, like, they call them, like, Jacktown Jews. And so that's the nickname they gave me. I'm a Jacktown Jew now. So this home for right now, yeah.
I love it. All right, so let's get to the season, man. The Tigers are 8-2, including being 6-0 in the SWAC East, man. What has made this team so good this season?
I think the biggest thing is that we're not just an offense, we're not just a defense. Our coaches like to call it we-fence, and so we play off each other. You know what I'm saying? Some games you go in and defense has a bad start, but offense is carrying us through the first half, and then it switches in the second half. We just all come together. And then you have some games where it's vice versa. And, we kind of just take it on our shoulders for what it is, take it play by play. And we don't really flinch at anything. You know what I'm saying? No matter what's going on, we kind of just keep it going, keep our head down and work. And that's just what it's all about. We just work. We don't do too much. We've been here since May. You know what I'm saying? So everybody says they want to be a champion. Everybody said they want to do play in December, but nobody wanted to be here in May. Nobody wanted to be back at school in May. I think we were probably one of the only FCS, probably one of the only HBCUs that was doing that. And we didn't take it for granted at all. So that's the special thing about this season. We're just together.
Would you say like last season, your experience last season motivated you for this season?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the letdown was ridiculous. Just having these fans, having this community used to winning, a winning culture and a winning environment. And so when we weren't winning the way we were supposed to and weren't being able to, go into the vet and protect the vet, that was a big letdown for our fans. It was a big letdown for us too. And so that switch had to happen, and we made it happen the right way.
Yeah, I can see the difference interviewing you mid-season. You know, you locked in. I can see it. You know, off-season, you're a little more laid back, but that's cool because one of the things that you kind of talked about last year was how you got to Jackson, and Coach TC was a big part of that, man. So I know you guys want to win for him because there's a lot of eyes that cover that program to see how he's going to do after, of course, you know, who left Jackson State. So how big is that for you guys, man, winning out there? I know that the job isn't done yet, and like I said, based on your demeanor, you clearly know that, but how does it feel being successful for your coach, man?
It feels great. It feels great. You know, he's a guy that loves on us and loves this community. He's a Jackson State kid himself, and so he takes it on his shoulders to be great, and he puts it on us. And so we take the characteristics of our coach, and we go out and just play for the community. They tell us all the time, like, we don't have no professional team out here or anything like that. So they treat us as if we're the professional team that they have. They love us. They love us, and they make sure we feel it. And so in turn, we just got to keep winning for them.
Talk about that second half against FAMU. That was dope. I mean, I know for you that had to feel good too because of what happened last season. And I was texting and people like, nah, FAMU ain't losing. I'm like, all right, we'll see. And it was close to halftime, but then y'all locked down second half. And I feel like that, I mean, you probably had some momentum before then, but that really gave you guys momentum. Would you agree with that? And just talk about that energy that went into that second half.
No, yeah, I definitely would agree with that. I mean, like we always said that was the first step into being where we wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? The rest of the games were kind of like, you know, tune-up games, but getting that one, that was the first step to being where we wanted to be and playing in December. FAMU had what we wanted at the end of the day. They was the champions. So we had to go take it. But no, that game was crazy. That game was absolutely crazy. I mean, all week we had been looking at little cut-ups of the game last year, and our defensive coordinator, he just let us know, like, last year we got bullied. We got pushed around. We got out physical. And so our whole thing for that game was just to be a-holes, honestly. we played with a chip on our shoulder. I mean, I'm serious. So all games, we was playing with our chip on our shoulder, and we was just being chippy. I mean, just playing like straight a-holes. Like we didn't care. We had no care in the world. And so going that second half and at the end, the way it did was a testament to our work, honestly. And again, like I said, man, we did not flinch. I think it was 5 minutes left. 5 minutes left. We had just missed a kick, a field goal, and they was getting the ball back, and nobody even that's when I knew he was good. When I looked around, I'm like, no, we straight. Like nobody cared. Like nobody was pouting. Nobody was going at each other. None of that. Like we was like, all right, like we got to go out here and get a stop. And that's what we did. I mean, you can even tell from our fans. Our fans were leaving. Our fans thought it was over. And there's still 5 minutes left, 21-20. We had fans leaving out the stadium. So,
wow.
That's just
man,
what we do,
I'm trying to tell you.
So
when I see you chirping at the sideline, I always wonder, what is he saying? Because, like I said, we interview you here, but when you chirping at the opponent's sideline, it's always a dope look, you know, especially when you up, of course. And that game, it was kind of chippy. You look like you got a little bit bigger. You got bigger last year. You look like you were a little bit more muscle on you this season. I'm like, dang, he not playing. You know, you already striking now since you in Jackson. You say the finesse stuff for us in the MEAC, but you
he's smacking, he getting sacked, he's smacking folks. I'll be seeing clips, I'll be like, dang, look at X.
Yeah, I'm playing a little different this year. I put on like 13 pounds in the off season. Yeah, just to be able to come down in the box and do what they need me to do. So that's definitely helping me out. Being able to strike the way I want to strike.
Ray mentioned FAMU, but you know, obviously y'all had a tough one against Grambling State, and I felt like y'all season pretty much changed after that game. Did something click after the Grambling game?
I think the biggest thing was understanding that we could literally go into a game and do everything right and still beat ourselves.
Okay.
At the end of the day, you go back and look at that game. It ends in what, 41-20 or 20? Yeah. 41-20. If you go back to the stats, and you always got to look at numbers, right? Yeah. Stats wise, we kill them. Stats wise, we absolutely kill them. I think they had 240-something yards of offense. I think we had 400 or something of offense. Yeah. Defensive wise, they weren't on the defensive back because of how many turnovers they got. And I mean, kudos to them and their defensive staff. and their players too for taking advantage of they took advantage of every opportunity that they got when they got a turnover. They put it in the box. And so, yeah, I mean, you can't win a game with 6 turnovers. We knew that. And so we made the necessary changes, but definitely being able to understand that, like we literally can lose from us. Like it has to have nothing to do with them. They don't have to be the better team. They don't have to be working harder. They don't got to be grittier. We can go out there and beat ourselves. And so now we understand that. And it's something that we're not going to allow happen to us again.
Yeah, because you're right. Because it felt like you all had just a different focus after that game. You know what I mean? If you look at it, you guys have been pretty much dominant after that game.
Yeah. When you lose to a team or whatever, you kind of just follow them throughout the season. We lost to ULM. We followed what they were doing. They're doing some big things over at ULM. And we say all the time, like, dang, like I wish we had that game back. And we say it about Grambling too. Just seeing Grambling, I think they lost to Bethune. Like, like we should have never lost to them boys, and we shouldn't have. Honestly, really shouldn't have. But I mean, everything happens for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Even when you go back to the previous Celebration Bowl champions, none of them were undefeated.
Yeah.
You know, and some of them, I think the SC State that won in 22 was 7-4 or something like that, 8, something like that. So, you got to take them L's to be able to learn. And so that's all we did. We just learned from it, kept it pushing.
Yeah, it seems like it made y'all a better team, to be real with you. On the real.
Definitely. It woke us up.
So what are the practices like now? Because you said there's always pro scouts there. There's always people watching what Jackson State is doing. And then when you get the program rolling, like y'all got it rolling now, is it magnified or is it just status quo?
We don't ever want to go away from what we do. We have a thing on Tuesday after. I don't even know if that was after the Grambling game. I don't think it was, but we call it Bloody Tuesday. On our defensive side of the ball, where we're hitting. I mean, on the endo, we're hitting. We're getting after each other. Even this week, we call it Bloody Tuesday, but this was actually the first week that somebody actually was bleeding afterwards. So it was crazy.
All right.
Yeah, it was nuts. I mean, bloody. Nose was all bloody, but no, we get after it. And we don't take our foot off the gas. Like I said, man, we've been doing it since May. So we're a little seasoned in it, far more than other teams would or should be. So, we're getting after it.
So you tackling Irvin practice? He a dog, man.
No. It's between the defense, so it's really.
Oh, I was going to say.
No. It's us hitting each other, really. Us hitting each other. So like, the DBs will hit each other. Sometimes we'll be going with the linebackers. It gets crazy. You'll see a corner go with like a DN or something. It'd be a crazy matchup out there. So, we're just out there to make each other better. Ain't no brother-in-law, none of that. So we get after it.
So, like I mentioned earlier, like just your come up this season, just the way you're playing ball. For you individually, man, after your experience last season, what was your mindset going into this season in terms of what do I need to improve on, and do you feel like you've improved on that?
Really just leadership. Leadership. Plays are gonna come. Making the plays is gonna happen. So that's just who I am. I think I've been one of the most consistent players in the SWAC and in the HBCU football. I'm very consistent in what I do, and teams know that, and coaches know that. They tell me all the time after the game. So I'm very consistent in what I do. So honestly, I'm just trying to get better in my leadership, making sure I'm leading the guys the right way. You know what I'm saying? I mean, coaches used to always tell me that I got to do it the right way, and that guys follow me, and whether I want them to or not. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times leaders are made, and sometimes they're just born into. I think I was born into it, and so I've been able to grow in that area, in that aspect.
That's what's up, man. You're gonna lead into the end for that pick six too. That's what I'm talking
about. That's coming though. That's definitely coming. It would be sweet to do it this week versus Bandits. He was doing my top 2. And so I would definitely love to do it against them.
Yeah, me too. I would like you to do it against them too. I'm not gonna lie. I told you when we went to X symbol. That's why I'm waiting on the X symbol. You mentioned Bama State, man. They're the second team in the division, right? Second place team in the division. So
I don't know how it works. I think they're tied with FAMU.
They tied, right? They tied 5 yards to FAMU.
They maybe. I don't know.
Okay, so. Obviously, you're a defender. But who on their squad offensively do you feel like you personally got a key on on that squad? Would it be their freshman quarterback?
No, not even a little bit. No, I'm not going. I'm not going.
I know,
I'm not going to sugarcoat it at all. The biggest thing will be their offensive coordinator. He does a really good job of understanding what they do. Their team is a team that wants to score 14 points and put it on the defense and let them stay out there, and hopefully they get the win in the end. And so we got to make sure they don't score 14 points on us. And if they do, it can't be off the trickery, right? A lot of what they want to do is run. A lot of their passes, quick game, RPO stuff. And then they want to hit you with some trickery, getting guys on a pop pass, getting guys up the sideline out of nowhere off the RPOs. So as long as we can limit the big plays, the money plays, we're going to walk away with that game in the head. And so that's the biggest thing. That quarterback, he does a good job of understanding what they want to do. But you take away his first look, he's just like every other quarterback that we've played, and I don't think he'll last with what we do. I'll say that. He's 5'10", 165, 175. We got DNs that's 6'4", 280. So good luck to him. Like I tell my DBs, cover for 2 seconds, and then we'll see what quarterback they got next.
I love it, man.
If I'm being real though, just because a competitive standpoint, I guess, or from a competitive standpoint, I would want y'all to face up against Andrew Body, because you want to face the best to prepare you for your ultimate goal, man. Because the goal is a Celebration Bowl, and if you make it there, hopefully you will, you're going to see like Eric Phoenix or Walker Harris or somebody who's tough. And just facing the best is always a good test and a measuring stick. But at the same time, there's still some dogs in the SWAC. Miles Crawley, of course, he's been injured. But you got to see who I guess is right in front of you. You can't worry about
No, for sure. Injuries is part of the game. Our offense is one of the best offenses in the country. Yeah. But what they don't tell you is that we lost 4 of our starting 4 receivers. You know what I'm saying? All 4 are starting 4 receivers. So we're playing with guys that are really stepping up and showing that they can play and still putting up great numbers in the run and in the pass. So we don't complain. We just go out there and play with who we got, and that's how we look at it.
Yeah, y'all the smack dudes. I feel you.
Yeah, you don't
no cap, man. You also leading off the field with all the stuff that you got going on. I saw you kind of help lead that prayer to start that game where of course they're celebrating the life of a student that unfortunately lost their life. Just talk about your leadership off the field and just how you impact your teammates as a veteran as well.
Yeah, I've been through a lot, in my career, and just jumping around and being able to, take the young guys in and let them know, how things work in college football. Like, this is way more serious than what you thought it would be coming into it. And just me and my roommate Petty, we take some of the young guys and we just put them under our wing and we kind of just show them the ropes. And we got a serious young class here. We have freshmen that can really play now. You see it in the Travis Terrell and 2 of our corners, Mike Smith and KJ. So we got young guys that are going to be serious problems in years to come. So I think the biggest thing is knowing how to lead those guys and making sure that when you lead, that they can lead the guys coming up after. I think that's the biggest thing, how you keep a program thriving, right? Because that's the biggest thing is culture. And so that was the biggest thing, just making sure the young guys under me know how it's ran, how it's done the right way.
So we got one more question before we let you go real quick. So you have a legit opportunity to get to the Celebration Bowl, which I think is dope. You know what I mean? I think it's awesome, man. I'm claiming it for you, so I'm gonna keep it. I'm claiming it for you. I show favoritism. I'm not gonna lie. This is my guy.
I appreciate it.
I want to hold you. So, how often do you think about it, bro?
I think it's. You always want to say the next game up, next game. Game at a time. But when it becomes more real, it becomes harder to not think about it.
Yeah.
So I do visit myself in Atlanta making plays, but like I said, I'm trying to take it one game at a time because I know that if you get too far ahead, you'll be left in the rear view. So, but it is amazing that we've got everything we want in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're in the driver's seat for it. And so we win this game. After we win this game on Saturday, we'll be the Eastern Conference champs.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go ahead and we'll beat the dog crap out of Alcorn, and then go ahead and beat
I love it.
whoever's on the west side. I mean, the west side of the conference is ridiculous, but we'll go ahead and beat them too. So it's a crazy conference that it's crazy for me just to be looking at it, and you be, you know, we'll end it with what, 8-0 in the conference. 8-0, 9 conference. And then I got to go ahead and play a team who's, you know, 4-3 or something that's on the other side of the conference. I think that's crazy, but it is what it is. So, yeah, I mean, we're going to take it one step at a time. You know, it's also hard to beat teams twice. So whoever we do see on the West, we got to be prepared for them. So this one's big for us, though. Right now, we're more so focused on our bench tour. We know Alabama State came into our home last year and disrespected it. So we plan to do the same in their crib and enjoy it while they're in their locker room, you know, sobbing. So that should be great. Getting our trophy, getting our T-shirts, and then doing how we do it. We will be planting the flag when we win. So that's definitely happened too.
No, I see a theme here. Like they're on a revenge tour for real. I see a real theme right here, bro.
It is.
Not yet. We got our heads down. We not playing with nobody. We is not playing with nobody. So they got to get it. They got to get it. Another thing is, like, we hear like a lot of. We don't say too much about, like, you know, the talk that's been, you know, going on, whether it's fans or teams, but we hear all that. We hear all that. You know what I'm saying? Even the disrespect. They don't even mention our defense. Honestly, they never mention our defense. I think we're number 2 in the SWAC, but like we're like 1 yard below Alabama State's defense. So this game is about that. Honestly, we about to go take that. So we about to go take that. We about to go take that number 1 spot from them and rip it from them. Honestly, like, our offense already know what to do, and then our defense gonna come and take the spot back, and then we're gonna see what's up after that. Honestly.
Man,
I like Angry X better. I
do, man. I'm loving this. I'm loving this version of X. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I like you being a heel, bro. But I love it. Just because we gotta pay attention. The Celebration Bowl is exactly 1 month from today. Just FYI.
I'm already knowing. I'm knowing. I got a circle on my calendar. Family already planning flights and stuff. So I got to come through it. The way it is looking, my family's going to Celebration Bowl regardless if I make it or not. So
they're going to Atlanta regardless.
That's the way it's looking right now. They're going to Atlanta regardless. So I gotta get the team. We gotta get the team there, and so that's what we working towards.
All right, man. Hey, X, man, appreciate you being on, man. Before we let you go, is there anything you would like to add, my man?
Nah, I appreciate you. Appreciate what you guys do, man. Appreciate what you guys do. It's a lot to cover the MEAC and the SWAC. I know it is, man. From the fans to the teams, the coach, all of that. So I appreciate what you guys do for sure.
All right, man. Appreciate you, man. All right, you have a blessed one, man.
Appreciate y'all.
All right, take care, man. Man, I know that's the homie X, man. Let me fix this box up real quick, bro. That was dope, bro. That was dope. For sure. It's always good to have, man. It's always good, bro.
Hey, I always remind people on every platform that he came from the MEAC.
He came from the MEAC.
The thing is, now that he's gone, we can talk about who we were root for in the Celebration Bowl, considering we expect Jackson State to be there. I don't care if it's Central. I hope it's Morgan, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But if it's not, you know, I'm going back to MEAC, even though I'm a root for my guy to play well. But still,
I ain't gonna lie. I'm going to root for the kid.
Dang.
Nah, I'm like
you got no loyalty to your alma mater.
Eastern Shore?
If Southern University beats UAP
Eastern Shore,
they'll win the West Division 7 and face Jackson State in the SWAC title game.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't want no smoke with Southern. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't want no smoke with Southern University. That would be an interesting game.
That'd be a good game.
I'm just letting y'all know I'm just being real. I gotta keep it 100.
I keep it 100.
I ask HBCU Pass. Ask my man Mel. I told him Jackson was going to do the daggone thing. He was like, "No, fam."
No, I keep it 100. That's why I say what I say. When I say it on air, I mean it. So when I said on air, I meant it.
I know, but you're coming from a place of bias. Clearly,
I am biased. That's what I told you. That's what I'm rooting for. You asked me what my room for. You asked me what I'm rooting for. You asked me. It's you and me. We don't got a football team.
True. But,
So
what conference is UMS?
No, then there goes the people. The people that if I have a relationship in terms of whatever, like I'm a root for that person.
Listen, we've had Coach Damon on the show.
I think he's dope.
Coach Damon and Morgan against X and Jackson, who you gonna roll?
I'm gonna pick who do I no longer? Who I spoke to? Who have I known longer? To be real with you, who have I had like that type of conversation with longer? That's
we had. If
I had my brother,
we had him at Bowie.
I did, but if I had who do I consistently talk to, even on social media or whatnot?
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Just keep the buck. Like that's just what it is. And I'm always gonna. I'm making it more simple as that. I'm always gonna root for a kid. Like I'm always gonna root for the kid.
I respect that. Mm-hmm. I can't go with the.
Oh, thanks, man. I
gotta go against. Appreciate you, Eddie. I gotta go against like Yard talking them, man. It's a rivalry, bro. You know what I mean?
Yard talk.
But you know what though? Jackson looks really good. They win. I ain't mad at all. That's the difference. I'm happy for whoever wins. You know, there's no losers in this. Versus last year, we were kind of going back and forth about the MEAC tournament, who's going to win, and it's a slight rivalry. You know, even though I came out on top there as well.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Howard. Stop. Howard got through it. No, I'm being serious. Like you think I'm joking? I'm being serious. I'm being serious. Like you think I always root. Dude, I was rooting for Howard. I was rooting for Edger and James' son. I wanted him to get more touches.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The MEAC man right now is crazy. Morgan State plays South Carolina State this weekend. South Carolina State wins this. This is to me at this point the last like serious test they're gonna get. No disrespect to any other team in the conference. But this Chennisberry is amazing, bro. Like regardless what happens this weekend, even if Morgan gets the upset, which I'm anticipating because that Morgan defense is mean and they're at home. But Chennisberry, what he's done in one season to turn that program.
I'm talking about South Carolina State.
South Carolina State is crazy. So a lot of people just thought it was going to be a Jackson versus NCCU rematch, which would be dope because of, it's Central. You already know what you already know what you get from Trey Oliver and all the stuff he said after that game against Prime when Prime was finishing out his tenure at Jackson. Everybody expected that game, but don't sleep on Southern. I wouldn't even sleep on Bama State this weekend. Their team that they don't go away, but X got an edge though. That edge in the way they're playing football, like I said, the way Irv running the football for Jackson State, I see Jackson State coming out on top, and I really see them represent the SWAC. Period.
Me too. I see them represent
the SWAC. Fans and butts about it. Period.
Me too. I agree with that. Folks, tuning in, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to our YouTube channel. I see y'all on YouTube right now. Hit the red subscribe button, like this video. That does major stuff for our algorithm, especially in terms of HBCU culture. So make sure you hit that like button and also subscribe to the channel. If you're new to the channel, we have a segment called HBCU Corner. We have playlists and whatnot. So this is on the playlist as well. So you go in the playlist and check out all of our interviews with multiple representatives from all HBCU sports programs. So make sure you check us out, man. All right. So we appreciate it. Yeah. So we appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'm Wole. That's Ray. Anyway, you've been listening to the Urban Sports Scene. Oh, I just did.
Man, X, bro.
Deuces. We are out.
Peace.